Good morning there. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a garden tour. I know this is the first part of January. It's super cold here, but I still am gardening. And you might say, how? Well, just stay tuned and finish watching my video, and I believe you'll be amazed. Okay, we're into the new year. This is January the 2nd. The lettuce that in this tray, that's Lola Rosa. And if you look down into that pot, you'll see I've harvested this twice already. And I just keep putting water in from the bottom of the tray, and it's ready to be harvested again. Now these look a little puny right now, and that's because on January the 1st, I separated these. This, of course, is pak choi. A lot of people spell it differently, but I just went with what was on the package of seeds that I bought. I figured that had to be right. Now, if you're not familiar, this is really a little Chinese cabbage. Pak choi is just a miniature version of the bok choy, the big Chinese cabbages, and I love it. But I have the dangest time trying to grow it in the garden. It's one of those things that the insects absolutely love. And everything is on surge protectors, and all I'm doing is growing under my grow lights here. I've got 2 grow lights to each shelf, and I have 2 shelves full. Each grow light is actually about the equivalent of a 20-watt bulb. So that's about a 40-watt bulb. But because it's LED, it's engineered to produce a lot of light. And as you can see, I'm well past harvesting this flat of Lola Rosa lettuce. It's not been harvested. I'm going to be taking this out today. Actually, some of the pots I'm going to give to my neighbors next door because that's way more lettuce than I can eat in one setting. And I also separated this yesterday. I started it in just 1 cup. And this is something that I like. It's arugula. And I absolutely love arugula on a sandwich. It's got more of a peppery taste than lettuce. It goes great in a salad, but it's wonderful on a sandwich. Now, I'll flip around here right quick and I'll show you what else we've got growing. Excuse the mess in here. But as you can see, I'm growing lots of cherry tomatoes again this year. And I've already had to start pinching the tops out of this one, but I just made it have a bigger bloom. But these are the Braveheart cherry tomatoes that I grew last year in the sunroom. I actually had 2 Braveheart plants in the sunroom last year, and I had one that was a Bumblebee Sunrise. The Bumblebee Sunrise did not do any good inside. But these little Bravehearts, as you can see, they just bear to their little heart's content. It's just unbelievable how many little tomatoes are sitting here. And all I have here is, once again, I've got 3 little lights here. This is about 60 watts, about the equivalent of one large light bulb. And I just put little hooks in the joist up above. And from that, I hung my cattle panels. There really is no windows in here. So everything's growing under artificial light. And if I walk around to this other side, and yes, I did have to put up black plastic to keep the heat in here. And by the way, I'm just heating it with that little heater there. But this is an open stairwell that goes to, actually it's not a stairwell, it's just a set of stairs that go up to the bonus room above. And even though it's insulated, all my heat was going up, so I just put some black plastic up here. I just tacked it up with little pieces of paper. My lights are set on a timer. I've got 2 timers, and I've got terrible contraption here that I thought I would pull them up and get them tighter, but hey, what's the use? I don't need to do that. They're working just fine like they are. After all, these little tomatoes are not having any problem with it whatsoever. And I'm very, very content with it. Hopefully, they'll continue to put on fruit. Last year I had fruit up until March. I did get these out a little later than I intended, but as I've told you guys many times before, life just happens. And boy, I hope you can ignore all them boxes, but I save all my cardboard boxes. I use those to put down and throw mulch on top of it to keep weeds down. Okay, most everything's dead down this way. Here's more signs of probably where there's been, I don't know. I know that rabbits cannot get in there, and that is plowed up the same way. They're just little holes, so I'm assuming it was a possum digging for grubs, or maybe they eat redworms. I have tons of redworms in here. I doubt very seriously that this frost cover was able to protect stuff. I have grown cold hardy plants under frost cover for many winters, but I haven't had it get down to, some say it got down to 1, some say it got down to 3, but I'm sure, yep, those little plants are gone. The weeds, of course, are still there, but the lettuces are gone. I'll replant this sucker. I'll probably try to get it ready to replant with some plants in February. Surely I'm not going to say. It doesn't pay to say surely there's not going to be any more freezing weather after about the middle of February. It normally isn't, but with the climate changing, there's no such thing as normal.